On Wednesday, April 29th, we're going to see the return to the ring of Sky Nicolson as she faces Mariah Turner in a homecoming bout for Nicolson. That's right, this will be in Australia. So it's going to have a different start time, roughly 7 a.m. Central Time. But this is a fight that Nicolson has been wanting to get done, and seeing how upsets are transpiring in the sport of boxing, she may not have the opportunity in the near future. So this bout that she's taking on Turner will be the headliner for herself as a homecoming. Her native Australia will be the place where she'll defend her junior featherweight title and headline her first show on April 29th at the Melbourne Pavilion. People who like Sky Nicolson look at her as a fighter who has a little bit of an unorthodox style. She uses a lot of lateral movement. She negotiates distance very well. But that came to an abrupt halt when she faced Tierra Brown last year. However, in this fight, it's going to be more of a fight where she may have the influence of not only judges, but the style that she brings to the ring may dictate. She says, "This is a huge moment for me, and I'm thrilled to be coming home to defend my WBC title and mandatory position for the soon-to-be crowned undisputed champion." She trains in Spain and will be angling to parlay a win in her homecoming main event into a shot at the winner of the April 5th match between Ellie Scottney and Mayeli Flores, who will control the other three belts at 122. Now, if she's going to face the likes of Ellie Scottney, I would welcome that with open arms. Scottney is a dynamic young fighter that I have been watching this past year grow by leaps and bounds, and it's not a shoe-in for the likes of Nicolson. The article from Boxing Scene, link will be in the description box, says that with Matchroom and Eddie Hearn leaning into the Australian boxing market, the show will also include junior welterweight Jake Welly of Warwick, Queensland, taking on London 2012 Aussie Olympian Ibrahim Bala in the co-main event, and the return of Brisbane's Tera Moana, a rising heavyweight prospect and another former Aussie Olympian. We have a great chance to get our teeth into what I believe is the most exciting time ever for Australian boxing and can't wait to stage many major events here in what promises to be a big year, Hearn said. Few fighters are set up for a bigger 2026 than Nicolson, who's 15-1 with 3 KOs, and who was 3-0 since losing her featherweight crown in a split decision to Tierra Brown last March. After authoring just 1 knockout in 13 fights at 126, she stopped Carla Camila Campos Gonzalez last July and dropped to 122 to knock out Urvashi Singh a month later, and then snatched the interim junior lightweight title from Julian Luna Avila last December. Nicolson can take a step closer to a shot at becoming a 2-division champion and first-time undisputed with a win over Turner. Mariah is a quality fighter, and I'm expecting a tough challenge, said Nicolson, who's 30, a southpaw, originally from Meadowbrook, Queensland. But every time I step in the ring, I level up, and I plan on making a real statement on April 29th in Melbourne, setting up the mega fights in the division for 2026. Turner, who's 12-1 with 6 KOs, a New Zealander now based in Brisbane, will be dropping down from featherweight to tangle with Nicolson. She will enter on a 7-fight win streak, but Turner has yet to face anyone on the level of Nicolson since turning pro in 2023. This is the biggest challenge of my career so far, she said, and the kind of opportunity that dreams are made of. Tara Ramona, who's 9-0 with 9 KOs, will face Curtis Harper in Orlando, Florida on March 21st, barely a month ahead of the Melbourne show. Not that it seems to bother him. I'm really looking to what promises to be a busy 2026, he said, whose April 29th opponent has yet to be determined. Tara Moana is a fighter that has size, strength, and presence that could really command some force in the heavyweight division. His boxing skills are still lacking, but he is one to keep an eye out for, because if his training can be upgraded, they may have something special in that guy. I've already noticed that over his last couple of fights, he's cut a tremendous amount of body fat, and that doesn't bode well for the division's hopefuls who will be getting in the ring with him. But like I said, the scholastic aspect of his boxing ability, being taught, that's where the improvement is needed, because eventually he's going to need to use skill sets and not just overwhelming with strength and force and brute presence. Overall, this may be an interesting card to tune into, and I suggest that people check it out. The bouts will be broadcast on Dazn, and like I said, the time zone being such a difference, it's going to be an early morning card, like when you see Monster Inoue fight in Japan. Same type of clock schedule that they have going over there. Being on Dazn, you can catch the replay if you don't catch it live, but it will be definitely something to tune in and check out. This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you think about Skye Nicolson, and is she ready to take that next step for the likes of Ellie Scottney? Leave comments and let's discuss further. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.